Alright, so today's video is a little bit different because I'm not using a script for this one, because I want to have my, genuine reactions that aren't, written down and then, talked about. So, today's video, as you probably read in the title, we're going to be talking about N'Zoth's new whispers that have been recently data mined in 8.2. Now, when I'm recording this audio, it is the 17th of April, so it's been like a week, I'd say, since it's been out, and there's probably a lot of things that have been said about this, but that's in the future, and I have no idea right now. So before we jump into this, spoilers for 8.2. Do not watch this video if you do not want any spoilers for 8.2 whatsoever. Okay? Okay, capiche? Okay, capiche. Let's start. We're gonna start with the first whisper today.
The breaker of chains comes.
Now, I believe when he says the breaker of chains comes, I think N'Zoth refers to us as the breaker of chains, and the chains that he's referring to are the things that basically bind him in place, which is his prison, because he was imprisoned a long time ago, and now here we are, ready to break him out. This sounds like, to me, and especially with the 8.1.5 stuff, that we are going to play a big role in freeing him, and if we're gonna break his chains, move the chains by Fleetwood Mac, it would require power. Enough power, let's say, to heal a Titan. Which kind of leads us into this next whisper that he says.
Your heart, your offering, all dreams made real.
The heart he refers to is most definitely, I 100% think the heart that he references here is the heart we carry, not the heart within, but the heart on the outside, the heart of Azeroth, because this ties into a few whispers if this is true. One by Il'gynoth in Legion when he says the King of Diamonds has been made a pawn, which is something that I have discussed many times on this channel, and it alludes to Magni being a pawn to the old gods, which, if we do use the Heart of Azeroth to free N'Zoth, he basically is an unsuspecting pawn. He indirectly helped free N'Zoth, which basically makes him a pawn. And it also alludes to
Such a heavy burden you carry. Soon you will be free of it.
which is the next whisper, and let me say something. Carrying around something that can heal the planet, that's a hefty burden, and it'd be nice to, be free of it, not have to worry about mechanics for a little bit, which N'Zoth is most likely alluding to, because if we are the breaker of chains and our heart is needed to do so, well, what else is there to say? And now we get to the last two whispers, which are arguably my favorite whispers to come out of an old god since the puzzle box, which is technically an old god because it's Yogg-Saron, and Cthulhu, which Cthulhu hasn't been around since vanilla. Alright, so
Your crimes are terrible, numberless, glorious.
and then we have
Thief, renegade, murderer, servant, all alone in the depths.
now there's only one word to describe these two, and it's a word that gives me the heebie-jeebies and the iggly-wigglies every time I say it and think it. Nyalotha. If you looked at the puzzle box, you'll find that the two whispers here allude to those whispers. Let me pull them up really quickly. So we have the first one where they say, your crimes are terrible, numberless, and glorious. The puzzle box says, Ny'alotha is a city of old, terrible, unnumbered crimes. Ooh. And then we have the other one where N'Zoth says, thief, renegade, murderer, servant, all alone in the depths, let go. And the puzzle box said, you will all be alone in the end. That's, there's really nothing to say about that. That's scary as hell. That's scary to think about. It's scary to think about this plot that's been around for so long, and we might even see the end of it. So, we're gonna speculate a little bit, because I like to speculate. I did a video on what I think BFA is gonna be, and I think I hit the mark in a couple places and not in a few others. So, let's speculate for the rest of the expansion. 8.3. I'm gonna say it here. Maybe I'll be the first. Maybe I will be the very last person to say it because of how late this video is coming out. But I believe that 8.3 is going to have something to do. Now, it could be just a scenario. It could be a raid. It could be a zone. But I think that 8.3 will have something to do with Ny'alotha. Because Ny'alotha, okay, what other place is there to go? Like, if N'Zoth's breaking free, and completely breaking free, Ny'alotha's it. That's in-game stuff, man. That is it for the old gods, if that is the case. Ny'alotha is the big climax of everything that has been going on since Cataclysm, and goddamn, do I want to go there. And this, it seriously has to be. It has to be it. Ny'alotha has to show up. There's no possible way that it can't. Oh, we just need to get it. I'm rambling, but it has to be done. I have to ramble. Okay. Calm myself. Let's end this before I go on a rant about Ny'alotha. Okay. So, let's do the WoW outro. What do you think? Do you think that N'Zoth is going to break free? Do you think that we're going to use the Heart of Azeroth to do it? Do you think that Ny'alotha and N'Zoth himself will appear as the final sort of boss or zone of the expansion? If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns regarding any of those questions, this video, WoW, or its lore, please be sure to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to read each and every one of them, because in reality, I really want to talk about more about this stuff. So, thanks for watching.